Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this Kia K4 and we're going to do the headlight tint installation for this vehicle. So this is how the headlight lens looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPA properties, which means it will protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below. But with that being said, let's start with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the lens. So we're going to need two solutions in order to do the prep and the installation. Both of these solutions contain distilled water. One of them is Slip Solution, which also contains baby shampoo. The second one is Tack Solution, which contains distilled water with isopropyl alcohol. So spray your Slip Solution onto the lens, and then grab a clean microfiber towel and make sure to start removing any contaminants that the headlight may have. Try to clean around the surrounding areas just in case if the tint does touch the paint, it doesn't catch any contaminants. Now flip your microfiber towel around to a clean side, grab your Tack Solution and spray it onto your microfiber towel, and just start removing any more contaminants that the lens may have. This will help remove any wax, oils, grease, or any other hard contaminants that the lens may have. And then once we're done with prepping the headlight, we can start with the installation. Okay, so now that we finished with the prep, now we can start with the installation. Apply Slip Solution to the lens and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. Place the tint onto the headlight, and it should be like this. Something to keep in mind, this one here, it has a cutout right in the middle here. This cutout is so that way it's able to tack down underneath the curve here. That way there's no creases or anything. So we're going to start off by aligning it to the edge here first. So align it to the edge, making sure everything is being covered. So this only covers the face of the headlight. To keep that in mind, this part here does not get covered. So it's on the edge right here, and everything else should be good. Grab your Tack Solution, spray it underneath the film, and then on top. Make sure everything stays aligned. Remember, like I said, it only covers the face here. So everything else is like this. Grab your squeegee, tack it down slowly, making sure you remove all of the solution underneath the film. Okay, so once you secured this section here, we're just either working on that end or this end, it doesn't really matter. So if you're working on this end, just stretch the film, but before you stretch, make sure this is tacked down. That way it doesn't lift when you're doing your stretch. So secure this section here, at least up to the middle section. Don't secure the entire thing, it's just this entire middle section here. So stretch the film just a little bit. That way we're able to remove these fingers. And to help it tack down, apply Tack Solution on the edge. So we have to make sure it reaches the edge right there. Apply Tack Solution, hold it, and then tack it down. So secure this and then slowly work your way to the top. You will have some fingers here, that's perfectly fine. This film will help it tack down afterwards. So right now we just focus on the face of this section here first. This section of the film, we will need to stretch it. If the film does get dry, just apply Slip Solution and then Tack Solution just on the edge. That way once we stretch it to the edge, it starts to mold to the design here. And if you notice, when we do the stretch, all of the fingers that we had here disappear. So hold it, spray Tack Solution, and tack it down to the edge here. This one will be a little tricky to tack down here because of the curved design, but we're just going to have to take our time to tacking it down slowly. You have to break the fingers down to tack it down slowly. Okay, and to remove all these fingers that you see throughout the entire panel, you're going to have to spray Tack Solution wherever you see those fingers, and then with a little bit of heat, using your heat gun or a hair dryer, and then tacking it down slowly. So grab your heat gun or heat device apply heat where you see those fingers. So for example here, there's a good amount of fingers here. You need to apply heat to help them shrink. And once you finish applying heat, a trick you can do to help tack down those fingers is wrap your microfiber towel around your squeegee and just tack it down like this. That way we're able to remove all the solution underneath those fingers and just help it tack down. Apply heat and help it tack down underneath. You will need to take your time tacking it down here on the curve. And keep in mind, this area here where the cutout was located, a little section of the headlight will be exposed. That's perfectly fine. It has to be that way in order for the film to sit properly and not crease. And just do this throughout the entire headlight. Apply heat to remove the fingers and you should be good. Make sure this film is not coming back, because if it tries to come back, you will encounter these fingers. So it needs to stay stuck and aligned to the edge here. So you see when we stretch the film, the fingers shrink, so it has to be right on the edge. One thing you can do to help the adhesive on this side activate faster is applying a little bit of heat. Spray tack solution on top, that way we're able to tack down and our squeegee is able to glide. And that's pretty much it. Work around the entire tint, removing the fingers, tacking them down, applying heat wherever it's necessary for the fingers. And that's pretty much it. And then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation and you can move on to post heating. So the last thing to do once you finish with the entire installation for the headlight is to post heat the entire film. So just apply tack solution to the lens. You're going to need your microfiber towel to help tack down the film as you're applying heat, and your heat gun or a hair dryer. Use the lowest setting. Apply heat throughout the entire tint, making sure you help it tack down. Take your time doing this process, and then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So that concludes the installation video for the headlight tint for the Kia K4. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you're missing any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.